Imagine if Ireland won this World Cup. Imagine how rampant COVID would be if Ireland won this World Cup.
Yeah.
Because most of people's holidays are gone. You know, people are using like the last couple of hours they have. People
Yeah.
taking a half day, nothing left. All your days are gone. You went on holidays, you know, thinking we're not going to win this World Cup. And then all of a sudden, Tripartite becomes Kylian Mbappé and we're in the semi-final.
Oh, man.
The T-shirt we have to make a speech about the COVID. It's not real COVID. It's World Cup COVID. But then you're thinking, well, there is a bug going around because this winter, it'd be so hard to tell who was sick and who wasn't sick. They have its own like Wikipedia article next to COVID-19.
World Cup fever.
COVID-22, 2022. COVID-22 in brackets. This was a fake virus that people in Ireland used
honestly,
to get off work.
Nonsense. Nonsense. All nonsense. But listen, I've been down that road before. They're imposters.
Nothing to ask me, for my opinion, a little bit unfair.
But in between that, there was drinks.
Why are you talking rubbish?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a No Nonsense podcast with Cathal and Will, semi-final edition. It's done, Will.
Yeah.
We have the final. We're one game away from me getting 2 tournaments in a row correct.
Insane. 100% accuracy.
I tell you what, man, after that Saudi Arabia game, I did not think we'd be here
Yeah.
on the precipice of a back-to-back prediction masterclass from yours truly.
It felt, as soon as France got in the final, though, it felt like all of the, they're like, this is the best World Cup ever. This is so amazing.
Yeah.
One game of like France pretty comfortably beating Morocco. Like the game was wrapped up like 20 minutes before it was over. And it felt like, all right, this is more the World Cup I know. Like, let's get to the final. Let's wrap this up.
Oh, really? You were kind of done with it then once Morocco were out. You're like,
I was like, all right, like they're clearly winning this game.
This is what I said. It was like the fairy tale ending always ends in a fairy tale, but in another way it doesn't, because it's like it was so great to get this far because no one was expecting it. But then also like they never actually, unless it like they say for Greece 2004.
Yeah.
But that's why, you know, I can just say that and people know exactly what I mean, because it's like it's so rare that it goes all the way to the final and they beat the better team, and it's like, how? Surely someone would have figured it out. But Morocco France, that was the second semi-final. Look, France won, which mostly expected, and it's one of those things in when we look back on it, go, yeah, well, of course, you know, it was obviously going to happen. But Morocco are a decent side, and what I saw a lot of people point to, not yourself, Will, in the pre-game prediction, was a lot of these players play for pretty decent clubs. Yeah, they're not like players playing in the Moroccan league like the Saudi Arabians or the Qataris. You know, these are people who play in top European leagues. We obviously point to Hakimi and Ziyech, maybe a lesser extent. They're probably getting most of the top teams. I think Hakimi definitely. Ziyech, maybe not so in the last couple of years, but at Ajax he was as good as anybody. Yeah. So yeah, they obviously had stars, but then it's, you know, you're only as good as your weakest player. Amrabat, a World Cup legend, a name that, hey, I tell you, who won't forget them. The Streets.
The Streets will never forget. Is it Bono in goal for them?
Add him to the list of the Streets will never forget. Bono and Amrabat.
The Streets with no name will never forget.
Oh, very good, Will. Well, that's the podcast show. Well, that's the show, folks. Not topping that. The Streets will never forget Bono. The Streets with no name will never forget. Sorry, I got carried away there. That was really good, Will. That's really good stuff.
I just popped into my head too.
Well, Bono had a great World Cup.
Yeah,
that was those first 2 goals. Will, the second and third time the ball has been in the Moroccan net. He saved every penalty as well. Well, he didn't save all of them, but none of them went in.
Yeah.
And the only goal they can see in the group game was an own goal.
Oh.
So France are literally the only team to put the ball in the Moroccan net this entire World Cup. Unbelievable. And again, this isn't a team who just, you know, sat back and clung on. They were a very decent side and they defended really well. The art of defending. A lost art, some might say.
Yeah.
But they show that it was there. All it takes is a bit of organisation, really good players. They put Mbappé out of the game for a lot of us.
He is getting... before this World Cup, I always thought Messi was kind of like... Or not Messi. I thought Mbappé was kind of like very fast striker guy. I don't know if that makes sense. Like counter-attacking, unbelievable. He's the best at it. Yeah. Kind of Ronaldo more so. Yeah. Now he's kind of like Messi territory, like on the pitch. Yeah. Like some of the things he does with the ball are crazy. Yeah. Like his dribbling is nuts to watch.
Yeah.
With, like the close control and then the speed on top. He's like, he's leveled up definitely in this tournament, I think.
He gets faster by the day.
Yeah.
Because
He's
everyone
left a few players in the dust again.
Yeah, there's that move of kicking it past them and then, running after the ball and nothing they can do. Unbeatable move. You can't beat pace. You really can't. But they did a good job of them. Obviously, had Hakimi on that right side. I've never seen so much #respect between two players.
Did you see the video of the two of them?
Yeah.
There was a lot of it.
It's nice, whatever. They're teammates. I feel like if I go to Roy Keane, Grant, but it's just like, I can't escape the feeling that they're very aware of the cameras.
Yeah.
You
Mbappe, especially, who we know is insane.
And for Hakimi, like, it's your boss, so you gotta be.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta kiss up as well,
Gaffer.
You gotta show respect because he demands it.
Yeah, one tantrum, you're out, pal.
That was, I think, one kind of moment, like one kind of picture that isn't circulated widely across social media, and you see it, you go, oh, that's actually quite a nice kind of a moment. That sometimes you see it where like someone's heartbroken after a game, and then there's like a bit in the tunnel afterwards where it's like he's calmed down. There's like just like a touching kind of moment. But this is like so in your face. And let's wear this jersey with each other's names facing our front. It's like, do me a favor.
Yeah.
I really felt kind of, I feel how Roy Keane feels at every moment, every touchy moment.
You're trying to win.
It's a bit much. It's like, we get it. Your teammates, your friends, you love each other.
Yeah.
Football brings people together. I get it. Okay. You're in Qatar though. So
Yeah.
But that's the other thing. We'll obviously get onto the Argentina soon enough. But you guys, Mbappé, Qatari owned PSG player.
Yeah.
Messi, Qatari owned PSG player.
What a World Cup for them.
Two of the joint top goal scorer at the moment in the Qatar World Cup. The greatest World Cup that's ever been. I mean, it really has worked out for them.
Oh, they played. You never hear anything anymore about the human rights stuff. It's gone. It's done.
It's too good a World Cup.
The World Cup is too good.
But no, other than that, it was a pretty good, it is a pretty good World Cup.
Very interesting.
We've seen a lot of good moments so far. The finals can sometimes be a bit shit.
Cagey.
Yeah.
We said them the wrong way around.
Did we?
Well, I would have said cagey, then you say shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. So I feel like we've seen a lot of the best moments of the World Cup. There could be an unbelievable, bicycle kick to win it.
Yeah.
Like there almost
Messi
was.
might have more magic.
But you always feel like, all right, don't let Messi beat you.
Yeah. Lock him down.
If it's Julian Alvarez who beats us,
so be it.
so be it. But we're not going to let Messi,
Yeah.
But right, so we're getting stuck. We're getting trapped. We're getting drawn into the Messi debate.
The Messi vortex.
We should talk about the Morocco-France game first. Speaking of bicycle kicks,
Very close.
Almost won that. Yaward El Yamik with the shinner. Shinner of a bicycle kick attempt. Great save by Lloris.
Yes.
Who, it's funny, it's kind of the Tottenham effect. He's just known as a bad keeper.
Yeah.
He's just like, he's
just usually associated with the crushing defeats.
he's a bottler and he's a fucking shite keeper and
really good.
It's like I can't even remember that many gaffes.
No, not in this World Cup.
Ever, honestly. Now maybe I have a short memory.
There was one a few months ago. Was it against Chelsea or something? He had something bobble through his legs, but every keeper, that happens to everyone.
Yeah, if you're,
I don't think he's particularly like prone.
No, he's not like a Mingley or a Karius or like some of the inter Van der Sar.
Yeah,
Schmeichel
Roy
years.
Carroll.
Yeah, I think those like how many years of that between Van der Sar and Schmeichel was like just a revolving door of average keepers.
Yeah, never ending. Who's that?
Yeah, but Lloris kind of thrown in like, well, as long as Lloris doesn't go, Morocco have a chance. It's like, do they? Like
he's captain, I think.
Captain, all-time appearance record. Made some great saves. Just keep him in the game that first half. A lot of the time, obviously France got that first goal. We were talking about the surrounding pictures that was happening in World Cups. There's definitely a surrounding picture of Mbappe with those Moroccan players.
I think that's the first one I've ever seen actually live.
Yeah,
I could see it happening.
I know where that photo's from.
Yeah.
The ball was, I think it was Griezmann who cut it back to Mbappe, and he took a shot and it was blocked, and it kind of bobbled up in the air, so it came down to him again, and they all just swarmed on him.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, when you have a good team like France, you can just kick it out.
Lash it away.
Kick out somebody else and they'll finish the job. A weird goal. It was kind of, the ball was in no man's land. I was like, should the keeper go into it, or should the right back or should the left back acrobatically contort his body, swing it to the side,
Swing it to the side,
swung his body to the side,
and then just kick it in? And it was a very weird goal. He didn't actually even fall over. He was still standing at the end of that. I was like, how did he? What was the goalie doing? Didi Hammond pointed this out in RT. I don't think the goalie knew what the goal was exactly.
Yeah,
he
he was just kind of
rushed out, and he got beaten on the near side. I was like, oh, the goal is much more over there than I thought it was. And the defender had no chance at that point, honestly. And not to be like, oh, I knew at the end of the game was over, but because that's not how they have won their other games.
Yeah,
obviously.
They're not free flowing attacking football.
No, they wanted to bring it down to the gutters and okay, how deep, how long can you go without scoring before you start to get rattled here, France?
Yeah.
So it was only 4 minutes in and they're ahead. It's like, now you have to score.
Yeah.
It was always going to be tough for them.
The opposite of they've scored too early.
Yeah. The other team has scored too early.
Yeah. They're winning.
Yeah. It happens a lot in football, you know. Sometimes the other team scores too early.
Yeah.
And then they score again. And
now you're losing 2-0.
And then it's over. And that's kind of the story of the game. Morocco, like I said, are a decent side. They played very well. The main focus was on Mbappé, obviously that side. The other focus was probably on all the injured players.
Yeah.
Who was your man at the back? Was Aaron Bat at the back? No, Aaron Bat. The guy who was on one leg and the ball bounced over his head. And Giroud just pulled away from. We were just saying, he's not fast. He's not good in the air. He never lashes the ball.
I think it was Kenny Cunningham was talking about him after the game, the injured player, where he was doing a bit because he couldn't believe. He was like, so you're telling me behind the scenes, the manager, he went, I'm good to play. And the manager said, did you not get stretchered off the last game, pal?
Oh, on RT.
Yeah.
I think it was Richie Sadler.
Richie Sadler, sorry.
The other ball guy.
The other ball man, yeah.
See, we're not racist to the Moroccans. We're just not good with names and faces. I think it was Roman Seiss.
Yeah.
The Wolves man. He was literally like walking back after Giroud. And that's when it was like, okay, if you're getting burned by Giroud, get the man off. Another guy comes on with even more strapping, who's obviously also injured. I would have played, but I was more injured than him. Yeah. Meek was at fault for the goal. I don't think he was fully fit. Oh no, he had the bicycle kicked almost went in. But they were just. Do you know what it is? It's like they played like an older side, from a different time.
You really give it all in those other games.
You give it all.
You get stuck in.
When you're a better side, you don't have to give it all. And that's why the game's evolved the way it has.
Yeah, you just kind of pass it around a bit.
It's more sustainable to conserve your energy rather than if France went at them the same way, they'd probably beat them, but they have a lot more injuries.
Yeah, exactly.
One word on France's injuries. Rabiot dropped, and also Upamecano.
Yeah.
I saw Konate playing. I was like, he's fair play to Konate.
He's worked his way into the team.
He's worked him in training, I guess. That's
into a semi-final. Or you put in a serious performance in that rondo.
Did you see that 5-side? Just that game of football tennis. He was imperious in the air. Get him in the side, because that's all they're doing. They're not actually doing any serious shit. It's always
everyone's wrapped up in cotton wool.
Just keeping the muscles loose. But yeah, apparently there's a bad dose of flu going around in Qatar. And everyone know they're starting to wear masks, which they weren't doing.
Bad sign.
Not good.
Because I tell you, if after the last 2 years for people to go, I actually think I will go back to the mask.
Yeah,
it's bad there.
I see a few people in Super Value now and again wearing masks. Not old people. They do wear masks all the time. But there's old people maybe it's because of Christmas and it's always packed. I see a few people wearing masks, just be like, what's in the car? I'll just, I'll just put it on. I'm just gonna put it on. I won't even gonna pop in, but why risk it?
Yeah.
I think that's what's happening over in Qatar a lot more now as well. A flu going through the French side. Because when I saw Rabiot drop, I was like, yeah, I could see that. But apparently it's more serious than that. So
because really your team doesn't change, especially in the knockout stages.
Not unless it's injury kind of.
Because you want them to be playing the way you want them to play, especially in the final.
You don't want to change something that isn't broken.
Yeah.
This is knockout football. It's all very fast. They play the game Wednesday, another Sunday.
Sunday, yeah. This brings us on to something that we had mentioned at the start of the World Cup.
What?
Someone else who might be changing things up is Benzema.
Yes, that is also a story, yeah.
Real Madrid have sent him back. The French FA want him back. He wants to go back. But, you can't just throw him in the final, even if it is Benzema.
Yeah, he played a friendly against Leganes, I think, for Real Madrid, and they're like, "What are you doing here, man? Your team's
Yeah.
in."
Did something happen over there? What's going on, mate?
That was definitely they went. This is for the greater good.
Mbappé got in someone's ear, I would say.
I don't know. I'd say let's not even let it get to that.
Yeah.
Let's get. What's the problem here?
This would be an
Mbappé.
all-time, because this was the prediction everyone had before. Like, France are not going to do it this World Cup. Too many egos, always something. This would be the ultimate one to get all the way to the final and then combust.
Yeah. Well, again, with the injuries to Rabiot, that was actually my first. He's like, "Oh, there's been a bust up.
Oh, here we go.
Someone's been dropped, not in the squad."
What Rabiot's mother said.
Exactly, because this kind of shit happened at the Euros, wasn't it? Like, so I was like, no, it's two apparently, but two slots opening up.
Yeah, exactly.
Benzema apparently has been. This was in Marca. He's been invited by the French FA to come and watch the game as a guest, which would seem worse.
Yeah. Why don't you sit in the stands, mate?
When you're fit to play and you are actually playing, to go and watch your team win the World Cup, that would be worse. They asked Deschamps after the game as well, and he initially looked annoyed, and then he said, "Oh, I'm not going to talk about that." And then he made a wry smile. Will
Ooh, he knows something we don't.
The knowing laugh. Now, maybe if I was Deschamps and you weren't going to bring him in, I would say that to get in the Argentinians' heads.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't think he would have gotten out of the squad like he did, which he definitely did.
Yeah, if he had plans of like, you can come back
like,
for the final.
I wish if he really wanted him around, he would
be there. He'd be training there. Yeah,
we saw it with like the likes of Mane right up to like the E of the tournament. Like, no, he can play. He can play, and it's like I can't walk.
Sterling was sent home and came back immediately.
Sterling went home to
his family's house got robbed.
Yeah, so. He wasn't sent home. He like,
no, but you know what I mean.
Can I take a personal day? Okay.
Yeah. But like you're brought back straight away. It wasn't like whereas Benzema's been playing friendlies and stuff. He easily could have come back.
Yeah.
If you want him around the squad.
if you thought, okay, well, looking at our group, we'll probably get through it. We'll be around for the last 16. All right, stick around. You're a good guy trying to have around the team. Then actually, you know what, man? Why don't you just fuck off?
Yeah.
Look, I think this is also the story of why Giroud has been so successful.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Just sticks around.
Yeah.
Doesn't ruffle any feathers. Hey, if you need me, if you don't play the Ballon d'Or, I'm your guy right here.
You need someone just kind of stand there and kick it in?
That's me. Hey, all right, play the Ballon d'Or. If I was me, I would play the Ballon d'Or. But I'm here, and if he goes home, I'll step in dutifully.
I'll smash that all-time scoring record. Easy.
Yeah, it'd be mad to see him come back now.
It'd be insane
on the match day squad. To see him come on though, that would be mad.
Yeah.
Because think about it, right? It's gonna be a final. It's gonna be cagey. Some more searing analysis there. Semi-final cagey. Final, I predicted to be cagey, but it will be cagey. And then you see him warming up.
Yeah.
You're Otamendi, 34-year-old Otamendi.
Around that, yeah.
You're doing all right with Drew because he's about as fast as you. Then you see Benzema coming on.
Yeah, fuck.
He's
in the form of his life.
DePaul, who's been running around after fucking Tuchemeni and Griezmann all day, and then you see, the reigning best player in the world coming off the bench.
Here we go.
This is a completely different problem than Drew is. It's a huge psychological chip. Even to have him on the bench, I think for Argentina, it changes their preparation to be like, oh yeah, no, well, in case he comes on, we have to have this plan. But I don't know. I think maybe for the squad. I mean, for Mbappe in his crowning moment. Yeah. The two-time World Cup winner,
me.
Golden Ball, Golden Boot, and then you have Karim Benzema, a man I hate, and who hates me equally, if not more.
He keeps threatening to kill me like Tupac, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it would be smart for the.
It's weird for the French FA to just fucking ignore him.
Well, I think that's the way to calm it down. It's like, hey, listen, you can come and sit in the best seats in the house and watch the game with us. Come on, buddy.
You would not believe how much we got paid for to have these.
You want some finger food? We got it all up here in the core box, right? Don't worry about the pitch. You don't worry about the pitch on the bench. No, you don't be on there. Yeah, it's weird because this has been like the year of the rehabilitation of Benzema.
Yeah.
Where it's like, he's out Ronaldo's shadow. Everyone's kind of forgotten about that whole blackmail thing.
Yeah.
I was just seen by him voting in a popularity contest. The thing that Benzema would ever win a popularity contest again. Fair play.
Yeah, that is some turnaround.
But this is the reminder of like, oh yeah, this is why he's not top goal scorer instead of Giroud because of that
incident
hiatus he took there for a couple of years. He was kicked out of the France squad.
Yeah.
So if he was to come back and score in the final, this would be the ultimate moment of rehabilitation. Like he did it. The highs and lows, the rise and fall, the
But
fall
this
and
is the thing,
rise.
it would kind of be he's done it and it'd be the ultimate moment. But then at the same time, like he didn't play the rest of the tournament. He just came on and scored in the final. It's like, well, what about all the other people who put the work in?
Yeah, well, he would say that he got in there as well in the qualification.
I guess. Yeah.
You know, I mean, this thing, no one remembers these kind of details. Okay, they would remember this detail. I
It's a
think.
big one.
But it's just, he doesn't have the World Cup. They all
Yeah.
do. Pogba has the World Cup. Benzema doesn't.
Eats him alive every day, I'd say.
Tell you what, man, like, well, it ain't me. You know, I was actually looking back. I was like, what? Like, how is Benzema not the top goal scorer? But I think he just came into it in the wrong time as well. Like, his first kind of break on the scene was 2009. He was acting for Leon, obviously 2007, 2008. Then Real Madrid, and they had that second wave of the Galacticos, like Kaká, Ronaldo, Ozil, Benzema.
Remember them?
He was in that waft of Galacticos. And he did actually make the World Cup squad for 2010. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
They had Henry and they had
sure.
Anelka, who I think was top scorer in the Premier League at the time. They need something like this 24-year-old kid.
Yeah.
We got the all-time scorer, Henry. Levery broken.
Yeah.
That was obviously a disaster. And then 2012 was like kind of a interim.
Yeah, they didn't know what was going on.
It was like Henry had retired. A few of those players were retired, but he still had like sort of Ruben and that. So it wasn't a great team. Good players, not great players. Then 2014, he played well. That was the emergence of Giroud as well. They started playing Giroud and Benzema. And then, but still, it was like kind of of the team they had in 2016, say when they got the final, the Euros.
Yeah.
With like Pogba and Kante all emerged. That was when he got.
He was, you know.
So he came in the kind of in between years. The good years, he was banned. And now the end of like this really good team and his career.
Yeah.
So just
I'm
time.
back.
Yeah, and it's like, well, he's obviously not liked by players.
Yeah.
I would say not liked by Deschamps.
No, he's trouble. Like, remember he had the quote about Giroud before as well. Like,
Tractor on his
he
race
said he was a
cars?
go-kart and Benzema was a sports car.
A Ferrari or some shit.
Ferrari, yeah.
Yeah,
Very Andrew Tate.
Yeah, so I think it's timing, and then it's a big personality, and it's
Yeah.
like the chip in your shoulder of being a Ronaldo shadow. And
Yeah.
like, did you see that clip of my favorite pundit, Mika Richards, saying the last 6 months he's been convinced on Benzema?
Yeah, I
It's
remember
like,
it.
oh my god, man.
I feel like he watches less football than we do.
Yeah, should still be playing.
Yeah.
But like I'd say it's just you look back at his career, and he has scored a lot of goals for France all the same, despite being banned for 2 years. But I don't know. I think this is a fairy tale moment for someone who really doesn't deserve it,
yeah.
and I don't think it's going to happen. But
It's funny for like the dramatic last minute sub. Mbappe's down injured. Who are we going to bring on? And Deschamps looks at the bench and he goes, Rabiot, come on, get your kid on.
yeah, Rabiot's on. Rabiot grey, white as a ghost, stumbled on the pitch and immediately pukes his wing up. Well, who will be playing in the final? Will it be Argentina or will it be? Oh no, yeah, that game's over.
Yeah,
because that game happened first. But that was an amazing game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Argentina
are really bringing it this tournament. I think it is though, because every game is. It's the only football games I ever watched where they have 100% home capacity for the.
Jesus, yeah,
it's insane.
How did that, like?
Even the commentators were like, "There's like 90% of the fans here are Argentina fans."
Yeah,
it's they must have turned some of the fans of the teams they're playing. Like, it's the only answer.
Like that scene in Troy. Where he goes, if your man kills my man, we get your army.
Yeah.
When Messi just like violates them, it's like, well, we get all your fans now.
Like one of those videos you see at the bottom half of a TikTok of a weird phone game where it's like the one little person and then a me.
Yes,
Yeah,
and you get the people. Yeah, that's what it's like.
Yeah.
They're growing every game. Just like the team getting better, there's more and more fans. I'd say a lot of it is Qataris. There,
yes,
the locals.
People who just kind of came for the World Cup, like, I'll go and see fucking, I don't know, Spain. Hopefully they'll be in the semi-final. They didn't make it. Well, I'll go to the Argentina game.
Yeah.
Because the stadiums aren't sold out. So you can get tickets, apparently.
I'll tell you what, I have an Argentine jersey at home.
Yeah.
Because it's a cool jersey.
Yeah.
I'll be wearing it Sunday.
There you go.
I'll be wearing it because it's like, well, why not? It's all. We have a bandwagon this show.
Yeah.
So I'll be wearing it.
Would you want to get on the new bandwagon here? the official Qatari bandwagon?
Yeah, this is the thing. Now, maybe look, a lot of people flew over from Argentina as well. I was like, the competition went on.
Oh, fuck, I can't miss this. Like, yeah.
Was there a lot of free tickets?
There was, well, like, I mean, if you think about the group stage games, so many games and loads of empty seats.
Yeah.
And I think there was like a lot of the journalists were saying stuff about people were offering them tickets to games. Like, hey, if you have any friends, we'll get them tickets too. It's like, that doesn't happen.
In Qatar? No, I don't know my friends in Qatar.
Which is like, so yeah, I think it is a case of you're probably,
Yeah.
so you're in Argentina. You were like before the World Cup, you were like, that's fine. Like, I can't afford to go. But then as it goes on, you're like, oh my God, we might win the World Cup and Messi might do it for us.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll just look at how much the tickets are.
How much are flights? Ooh, that's a good.
Ooh.
That's less than thought it'd be.
Yeah.
It's more than I can afford, but it's less than thought it'd be.
I'll stick it in the group chat. Man.
Yeah. Maybe something like that. Because I remember people saying that the Brazil-Korea game is half empty as well.
Mm.
I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
But I guess the group games are always kind of.
Yeah, because like, I mean,
if you were going to say, oh yeah, I went to the World Cup. Like I went to Group E, the second game, and then Group D, the third game, and Group E, actually the first game.
Yeah.
So none of the important games. No.
No. Couldn't afford them.
No, they were also done. You know, if you're going to go, you're going to book in advance. I'm going to be there for the semi-finals, and the way it's going to work out, it's going to be Mbappé, and it's going to be, Pedri or whatever, whoever you might think it'd be, and usually you get one of them.
Yeah.
So the fans are doing their part.
Yeah.
We might also. Are we thinking about this? Are we going to go with the final? Sure, the final's sold out.
I would say the final is 90% people from Budweiser and Coca-Cola, and I'd say there's very little fans in the final.
Yeah, there's always people who get
Like, the Super Bowl where it's like tickets are fucking 10 grand each and no normal person go.
No. Unless they've been planning this for the last 4 years.
Yeah, exactly.
But on the pitch, they get better every game.
Yeah.
Very not very but like in one way, Spain, they lost that first game of the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you said it, to be fair, one of the predictions that have come through on the show, you said, kick up the arse.
Yes.
Kick up the arse needed.
Losing to Saudi Arabia is a good thing.
Every game mattered.
Yeah.
I suppose the comparison would be Brazil. We had the first 2 games won. And like, this is the best Brazilian team.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of bias.
Gets to your head.
A lot of confirmation bias, obviously, or not confirmation bias, recency bias, I should say. But yeah, they were looked on track. In that last game, they lost to Cameroon. They were no great shapes. But
they were relaxed because this game doesn't really matter.
They relaxed, danced away on, danced all over Koreans' graves.
We're gonna win.
The Korea game was a very easy game, but again, I honestly think that was a false dawn, because if it wasn't for Alisson goal, that game would have been a lot tighter than it might have been. But whatever, we'll never know. The next game, I tell you what, with the next game, and we never talked about this actually, but when Neymar scored the unbelievable goal, and it was the first half extra time, and then off the pitch, everyone was like congratulating him, and he was smiling. I was like, yeah,
game over.
We just won the game.
Yeah.
Do you know, I think where Argentina are, the difference is like, listen, lads, look to the guy to your left, look to the guy to your right. They've all lost Saudi Arabia. Every single one of you has lost Saudi Arabia. Don't you forget that for a second. And like, if
especially Messi as well, who is like probably going into this World Cup, was like, I have to win. This is it.
Yeah.
And then from then on, he's like, no, I can't lose it.
Yeah.
He's like, whereas if he had like, we can take a game off in the group stage, I can relax for a bit.
You're thinking then, okay, who we have in the same final? What are the permutations?
Switch back on then.
Thinking this team is fucking.
Yeah, they need me.
This is not going to happen because we want it to. This really has to be eked out. And every game has been that kind of way where it's just like very like the Italians. Very like the Italians, where it's like, no doubt they've got good players. Overall, is it a solid, airtight team? No, but they're playing well all the same, and they're playing with a lot of energy. And that Croatia game was the semi-final that we're talking about. The first goal was the penalty.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the penalty, Will?
I mean, it is a penalty, but it's one of those things where it doesn't make sense, because what's he supposed to do? Get out of the player's way.
Yeah.
It goes against everything the keeper is supposed to do. But I mean, the ball is gone. I mean, by the letter of the law, he should have stepped to the side and said, go on. What can you do?
Yeah, he did. Like, it's like when you slip into a tackle.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like when Theo Hernandez slipped into the tackle against Boufal. And Boufal got booked.
Yeah.
This is the problem with this World Cup, that the refereeing isn't consistent. And VAR looks and goes, I don't know, man. Can I say something, or does he have to call me?
They're all speaking different languages to each other.
Seemingly, it's crazy that the inconsistency from the same round of games.
I would say one of the worst penalty, like the worst I've ever felt for a player for giving away a penalty.
Yeah.
Because not only it's a semi-final,
Yeah.
you've given away a penalty, you also got a knee in the dick in the process.
He was in bad way, yeah.
That's tough.
And then you get up and he kicks an unbelievable penalty pass.
He
Yeah.
rifles it into the roof.
Well, even if I had a full dick, I wouldn't say that one. Yeah. Hurricane-esque.
It was the same. That's the thing, though. It was that I would say there was the tiny bit of doubt in Kane's mind, like, oh, right, I'm gonna lash it. I would say Messi's like, gonna lash it.
Harry Kane scores a lot of penalties like that, though.
Yeah,
it
doesn't always work.
Again, the human eye can only move so fast. If you kick it hard enough, he's not stopping it. Yeah. Unless they kick it at his face or at his hands. If you kick it to a high enough corner, he can't get there fast enough.
Yeah.
Fit or not fit, the goalie didn't really have a chance for that one, I don't think. But yeah, the penalty is, like I said, let it alone, but what can you do? The second goal then was insane.
Yes.
A lot of the actual pundits, the real thinkers of the game, point out the mistake from the throw and how they did it twice. They did that throw and gave it up before, and then they did it again, and that's when I think Modric half got to it, went to Messi, and then Julian averages. I'm just looking at the nickname. Anyways, he's a Man City bench warmer. This guy,
yeah,
he's a no hoper. Shouldn't even start against Saudi Arabia. Had to bring him in the squad. He's had an unbelievable tournament. Again, for someone who's 21 or 22, didn't start the tournament. He was like, this guy's put on the bench where he's used to.
Yeah.
And now he's come in and he scores a goal like that in the semi-final of the World Cup.
I would say there were people like, say, high up in Man City, just like the owners.
Yeah.
Who are kind of away, they're just going to give the money, who are watching this World Cup going, sign that kid.
There's definitely someone at Man City who said, we should sign him. Should we look into that?
I've got good news, mate.
Or worse, they've taught us, and then I'm so glad we signed him, and they went, oh, fuck. Glad I didn't say that now, because that would have looked really dumb if I had said that.
100%.
He was bought with Haaland.
Yeah,
there's definitely at Man City who don't know he's at the club and who just thought that, didn't verbalize it, and went, oh, fuck.
There's definitely, I would say,
we do have a lot of money.
There's definitely a very casual, even Man City fan. Who didn't know until maybe after that goal, and then Googled, he's like, fuck, who's he play for? And then, what?
Maybe the goal against Australia.
Yeah.
Don't know, that guy's good. And then went, I know that. Yeah, he signed in 2020. Yeah, this year. Fuck.
You'd feel like you're going crazy.
Well, when all the focus on like Grealish and all this stuff, something like Julian Alvarez, he slipped through the cracks. It's understandable. But he sees his opportunity.
Yeah.
That goal, you see that goal a lot where they break away and they kind of get surrounded.
Yeah.
And usually they either keep going and lose the ball, or they cut it back and recycle, and they wait for the people to catch up. I think Lacuna, he made a lot of ground up, which helped because it was like, okay, we got two problems here now. Yeah. But he just what it reminded me of? And this, sounds kind of like, all right, Carl. But it's reminded me of like a goal you'd score in PE.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Where people who don't want to be there are like standing like traffic cones. As I like run down the hall in PE as if I'm playing the World Cup semi-final.
Lash that cup champions ball as hard as you can.
And they just like stick like legs out. But they don't really want to be there. I'm like rebounding off them and I score an unbelievable goal.
Keepers on their phone.
I don't care. It was just like, there was no sense to it. It's like, how did he do that against Croatia? He just kept kicking off them and it came back to him. And then just the way he finished as well, it was like, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, like if that happened to you in FIFA or anything, you were never playing. You're turning that off. You're saying, fuck this stupid fucking game.
I don't think a goal that would even be like programmed into the it was just like such a weird way.
Computer would lash it away.
That last defender who like threw a leg at it, I was like, wow, how has he got the ball again? Well, look, the pace he had, he definitely made Croatia look as old as I had thought they were.
Yeah. Not so wily anymore.
This is the thing, right? You can't watch every game. We watch every game of the Euros. We had much better handle on it. I don't watch all the games. Like, I can't possibly.
Yeah.
And then, you hear about Croatia being old and Modric 37.
Yeah, it's about right.
And then you see them play against Brazil. You go, these are actually really good. Yeah. And then in this game, they held on to the ball very well. But just they lacked the Mandzukic up front.
Yeah. I think, did you see Modric after the game?
Yeah.
He said the penalty killed us. He also had a go at the ref. He is now, I think, the fourth player in a row to have played against Argentina and then had a go at the ref after.
What did he go there for?
He said the penalty was bollocks and that the ref was on their side and a joke, the usual. Which is very un-Modric, like I would say as well.
Well, there's that great clip of when Real Madrid beat Barcelona, and then Piqué was making his way to do his usual minutes with the referee.
Yeah, promo.
And he was like saying, "Oh yeah, go to the referee now. This is what you do now, isn't it? That's what you usually do. Go to the referee and get in his ear." So yeah, it is weird for him to be saying that because I mean, not really where he's a sports person. Hypocrisy is part of it. You know, when we win, it's all good. When they win,
joke
referee, it's rigged. Don't care anyways. Shouldn't be in Qatar. Fuck this.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, look, he's been an unbelievable player. I think no question. He surpasses the likes of Xavi and Iniesta just for longevity. Do you know?
He was nearly in 2 World Cup finals with Croatia.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And as well, you think back to his Tottenham days.
Yeah, worst signing ever.
He got voted. Him and Alex Song.
Yeah.
Look the way Alex Song's career went. Look at Modric's career went after being voted. I think it was Mark or something like that. One of those mean polls where it was like, who was the worst signing of the year?
Who's the biggest loser this year?
Yeah, he got voted that, and now look at him.
Yeah,
I mean, and then to go on as long as he has, and he looked a bit leggy. They all looked a bit leggy, but you know, it's been a long tournament for them with the extra time and all that stuff. Yeah, and then of course it was the moment of the World Cup so far.
Yeah, 100%.
That is what you're going to remember from this World Cup.
Yeah.
Not human rights.
Oh, yeah. This
not
is
the
thing.
stadiums. It's this. This is going to be the abiding memory of Qatar World Cup. You go, why was it in Qatar? Don't remember. But that goal that Messi scored.
Did you see Messi turn the number one defender of the World Cup, the guy who's worth 100 million quid,
Gvardiol.
Absolutely fucking roasted him.
Yeah.
And so, like, so easily. It looked so easy from Messi's.
Well, it's funny. I think with this as well is that, like, before it would have taken one turn. And he was so fast. Because he's older now, he has to turn him inside out to get, like...
He pretends he's going this way and then he walks the other way and your head is spun.
Like, he had him. That's the thing. Like, you know, he had him. And then Messi had to do him again and again to get the half yard, which actually made it worse. If he got done the first time, you're like, well, you know, you get done. But it's like, oh, he's done him. Oh, he's done him again. No, he doesn't. He has done him. He still has him.
That's the one doing.
That's why he has to keep doing him. If he was done, he wouldn't still be there. But because you keep getting turned, like he's making inside out, I was like, you know, he's marking him. But then when he gets around, he's like, that was pointless.
Yeah.
And I think it
rolls the ball, nutmeg.
Because again, he did actually get back.
Yeah.
It would be better if he just gave up.
Yeah. He should have gone down with cramp or something.
At that first turn, I'm not getting on a highlight reel. Fuck that. Like, if he goes on to be like, you know, a really great player, this is going to be something that hangs over him. It's like, I
hope I never play him again.
Like, you know, it always happens in the NBA. People get posterized.
Yeah.
This is like a poster moment. Him, like, getting left in dust
around
by old Messi. That's what I say. Well, he's good for now, but we'll never forget when he got done by old Messi.
In his second last ever international game.
Unbelievable goal.
That was, I think that is the most clipped goal. Like, I've seen that goal from so many different angles in the stadium. Of like, people were like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. At least he was wearing a mask. At least his face was covered.
Who was that guy? I don't know.
Hey, you look like that Croatian player. No, that was...
No, he wore a mask, man.
That was someone else. Yeah, no, I hope he doesn't have a good career because this is going to haunt him forever. Hopefully he's just a good player, not a great player.
That guy's getting TikToked for the rest of his life.
We'll see how the social media develops for him, but
yeah.
If I had to guess, Gvardiol, not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have to think Messi must be on the juice, man. How is he doing that still? How's he turned it around? I mean, I know there's clips of him literally just walking around, not pressing, not even pretending to press.
Yeah, just strolling.
And I think that's why the Argentinians defend with such kind of like franticness, because it's like when you're a
one
man
of you
down.
is playing.
It's like, you know, when a team gets someone sent off and they actually defend better. It's like, yeah, because everyone knows they have to work harder.
Yeah. They're
all very aware of it. Argentina aware from the start. It's like, listen, Messi's going to spring into life at any moment, but he's not going to do anything for a long, long time. So we have to just, like, you know, manage that.
Yeah.
But when he does that, I mean, makes it all the more worthwhile. It wasn't like he did that some kind of Turk who came on one leg.
No,
that was their best defender.
They was one of the best defenders of the tournament. Like, he was the signing guy. Him and Gakpo are the two.
Yeah.
And man, like, that's all I remember of him.
He just took 40 million off his Oscar price now.
100%.
So, yeah, look, unbelievable by Argentina.
Yeah.
Unbelievable performance.
They are up against it in the final.
They keep getting better, though, and they'll have to beat France.
Yeah.
France are the baddies. I think we can all agree.
Yeah.
I tell you this before. I've said this many times before. France are England. with a language you don't speak. You know, they tried their best to be England. You know, if they hadn't blown it over there and over stateside there, we'd always speak in French right now.
Yeah.
You'd have an English part of Canada.
No nonsense podcast.
Imagine Australians with French accents. That's the world we'd face. And England would be an exotic kind of island. You know, that's what it would be like. But no, the French are the losers who think they're the English.
Yeah.
Without any of the kind of prestige. You know, so fuck them.
Yeah.
The Argentinians are obviously an imperfect team. But to be honest, I kind of do fancy the French.
I do as well.
Because, you know, like in the Moroccan game, the Moroccans had a lot of the ball. And the French kind of, you know, sat back.
Let them do it all day.
Yeah, when we get it.
Wait till Mbappé gets it.
Yeah.
You're all the way down here. When he gets it, he's going to be up there.
And Argentina did the same way against Croatia.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Croatia really suited Argentina. Because, you know, once they got their first 2 goals, it's like, well, Argentina haven't scored any goals.
Yeah.
It's got that 1 against Brazil, which is crazy. But like, you know, they weren't going to score 2 against them or 3.
Yeah.
Whereas France are the opposite of Croatia, where they're going to wait. They want you to have the ball.
Yeah.
So I think, and France are probably better in the counter when Argentina do come forward and they do get caught by Mbappé and Dembélé and Griezmann, who's been unbelievable, and Giroud.
Yeah.
I think, and Benzema, who comes off the bench. I think they'll have too much for Argentina.
Because I do see a lot of. This is the fairy tale thing of like, oh, Messi, this is it. He's going to win it in his last game. He's the best player in the world. It never works out like that. It's like, oh, that was so close, but the younger, faster team won.
This would be like Michael Jordan winning his 6th title.
There's a reason there's like documentaries about that because it's so rare.
It would be crazy, but I mean, that is, if he does that, then it, along with recency bias, it does put it all to bed.
Oh, yeah.
Cruyff, Pele, Maradona, Di Stefano, Puskas. We don't remember them as well, for one. But 2, it's like the length of this man's career to come in your last World Cup.
Yeah.
To win the Golden Boot, the best player.
Easily.
Win the whole thing. Have the most, like, you know, does he have the most assists as well, I think?
Yeah, he does. He I think he's 2 goals off the most goals in the knockout stage of the World Cup as well. I think overall, like.
At 34, after the career he's had, you know. Like, I'd say the opposite. Say Griezmann is having an unbelievable World Cup. He also had a great 2016 Euros, if I remember correctly, for them. Yeah. And obviously played quite well in the World Cup France in 2018. But then you look at his club career, like the Barcelona thing, and he's not the only person.
Yeah.
A disaster in so many ways.
Yeah.
And then Atletico Madrid, they're playing him as a sub, and this kind of nonsense where he's kind of getting messed around. We're like, you know, and that's just not his fault. That's none to his, like, this just kind of
that's just how it goes.
Control. But like, you know, you can be a great player, just not have it work out.
Yeah. Whereas
Messi's so good that he's had such a good career, all the pressure in the world, and then to do it.
Yeah.
It's all believing this. Yeah. And like, you know, I think we mentioned Schneider before, saying, yeah, I could have been him, but I just wasn't bothered with all that fucking extra pressure. It's like, well, he was bothered.
Yeah.
And to come back and do it at this age, it's just like, that is what, like, greatness itself is hard to kind of quantify. It's hard to say what is great and what's not great, especially when you say a player. It's like, well, you know, what is it? Like, is it moments? Is it how you feel? Is it like tournaments? And then, you know, his statistics are just crazy. So it's like, well, statistics aren't great. They don't make me feel anything except maybe confusion sometimes. It's hard to know. It's hard to check around 258 goals. And I was like, what's that even mean? It's hard to know. But like, this is just a crowning moment. World Cup final. If he gets the goal, golden boot, golden ball.
I mean, and after pretty much feels like he's reinvented himself in this tournament. As like, now I'm like an angry guy. I used to be really chill, not anymore.
Yeah, well, he's not as good.
Yeah, so he's got to step.
Easy to be chill when you're the best player on the planet. Now we're like, well, I'm not. Like, he's definitely not. Like, Mbappé is faster. He's stronger. You know, he's not the best player in the world right now. I think that's what makes it kind of endearing.
He's the underdog. Weirdly,
he's still good, but he's not like, oh yeah, he can't be touched. Like, he can be touched, but he's doing it anyways.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Now he's defying that. That he's doing so well. Yeah, that's why it's weird going into this final with like Messi. It's like the dream thing. It's been like, this is what's all been leading up to, and 100% an underdog. Like, I would be surprised if he does it.
It's. I think we talked about this as well before, of like how like punditry and like journalists like ourselves You know, I've just like can openly be like, yeah, I support Man United, I support Arsenal, and everyone's like, yeah, finally they said it.
Yeah.
I knew it all along, so I don't know why you're pretending you didn't, Graham Souness, or Jamie Redknapp. And like, I've never seen so many people be like, yeah, no, it was a great game, but I really, really want Messi to win the World Cup. It's like, you're just coming out and saying this. It's like, I'm 100% on this. Everyone, I haven't seen anyone going, yeah, I'd love to see France go back to back.
Yeah, it'd be great for Mbappé to win too and like stake his claim as the best player in the world now.
Yeah, it's all like, I really want Messi to win.
My guy.
If they lose it, like every kind of reporting on this, except for the French, I suppose.
Disaster of a World
It's just
Cup.
been like, I'm so depressed, Joanne Cantwell.
Yeah.
I really wanted the other team to win. It's like, well, just gonna report the game, please. It's like, no, I'm too sad.
Peter Drury sadly talking over the
Oh.
French team dancing to that fucking their song about Pogba and all them.
There's only Mbappe this time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Mbappe over and over and over.
Yeah.
I was actually, because I looked up that video of remember their celebration.
Yeah.
One of the best videos ever, where they're going around the
Yeah.
stadium.
I honestly hate that video with passion.
Really, I love it,
I
man.
hate that shit. Man.
Really,
Yeah.
that is one of my favorite sporting moments.
I think it's one of, like, just the most cringy fucking TikTok generation shite I've ever seen in my fucking
I
life.
love it, man. But the reason I bring it up is because do you know who gets a verse in that song, or like they sing about his name? Blaise Matuidi.
He was excellent for them.
It's like Blaise Matuidi has one,
Yeah.
Kimpembe. All these, like,
The engine room.
yeah.
You know, you can't forget the engine room.
I wonder if they write a new song.
I don't know. I work in France, I suppose. Deschamps.
Mm.
He is a fraud, as we know. I know. I feel like, I
World
think
Cup aside.
everyone kind of falls into the. This is another bit I've done before. I'm just cannibalizing my own thoughts here tonight. But it's like you're either a great manager, Gvardiol, Ferguson, Shankly, Paisley, or fraud.
Yeah.
No between.
No in between.
He's won, if he wins this back to back, he goes from like, wow, first manager ever to win a back to back. Also, won as a captain, as a player,
Yeah, that's insane.
and won the Euros also as like a key
It's like
player.
an all-time great.
If he loses it, it's like,
Fraud. French
wow,
fraud.
This group of players, one win,
Yeah.
blew the Euros, blew the final against old Messi.
Yeah.
It's so like that's what it's
Yeah.
going to be. It's going to be like it's time to put him in. It's time to put respect on his name, or it's like he really blew it again.
Yeah.
You put Benzema home. You had the Ballon d'Or on your
Yeah.
bench, and you didn't play him.
All he had to do was bring him on. He was there. He was in the stand.
That's what it's going to be. So there's a lot of pressure on his shoulders. Yeah, who you going for then? I suppose France or Argentina?
I'm dying for Argentina to win. But
Like everyone else will.
like everyone, but no,
Just
I
like
think
everyone.
France will win.
Yeah. Well, I predicted Argentina at the start of the tournament.
Bold to go back on it now.
I saw them playing Saudi Arabia and I thought, oh my God,
Yeah.
how have these guys won 36 games in a row? But if they keep improving every game like they have, and genuinely,
Yeah, they have.
I think if they played Croatia in that first game, they got bet.
Yeah.
And then Kramer should have been Golden Boot winner.
Yeah.
But they will have to improve again to face Argentina. And Messi looked injured.
Yes.
See him hold his hamstring at the
he
start of the
picked-
second half? I was
I
like,
thought,
oh no.
no, get him off.
Play the whole game.
I know it's his last tournament, so you kind of have to. And he fucking showed. I think it was after that. He
Oh,
scored
yeah.
it. But yeah, I would have been fucking. Once you go a goal up, get him off.
Yeah, honestly.
Right before the final, you don't want him out for the final. Like, I mean, I can't even imagine that team without him in it now.
No, it does go through him.
They're just like regular kind of any old squad. Like,
Yeah.
they don't have that one guy walking around like, oh, he's going to do something.
Well, it's funny. I was thinking this as well because I saw Liam Brady on RT just for whatever dogging the French team because he openly says he wants Argentina to win. Like this French team isn't as good as like past for it now, not as good as the '98 team with Zidane and Petit and then he goes Henry and Vieira. It's like Henry and Vieira. I don't
Henry
know.
had hair then.
I was like, I think they were younger then, And I just kind of looked it up, and Henry actually played the group games, scored 3 goals in group games. He was 20 at the time,
That's crazy.
and then he was playing at Monaco actually. Then, wasn't even in Arsenal.
Mm.
And then he kind of got dropped. I have no idea why.
French
But-
team stuff.
Didn't score past group games.
Mm.
Vieira didn't start a single game. And this is Liam, but this isn't like some fucking like one of
knows
us
his
who
stuff,
just
yeah.
says bullshit all the time. This is someone who probably watched that entire World Cup, probably reported on it,
Yeah, he
probably
was
worked
there
on it.
live, yeah.
But in hindsight, he's thinking, yeah, those great French players like Vieira, who would have a great career afterwards,
Yeah.
Henry, who would become top goal scorer after that World
Yeah.
Cup. And you kind of think back and you go, oh yeah, that was a great team because of the players I know. He wasn't saying fucking Christophe Dugarry or Karembu or great players like Lazare Lazou, you know, like it's only players that you remember like
Mbappé couldn't lace Trezeguet's boots.
yeah, you know, like, Trezeguet, another one. Like you only remember like the bigger names and the kind of you put like my point being is like say Julian Alvarez
Yeah.
or McAllister when he invariably joins Chelsea
Yeah.
and wins the Champions League and the league.
He is very Chelsea. Good shout.
Well, I was thinking more of the Graham Potter connection in Brighton.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But you know, like if they go on to have better careers now, they'll say, "Oh, that was an unbelievable team that Messi was
Yeah.
on." Like at the time, it's
Yeah.
like
No,
Alvarez
it's
didn't
not,
start the
mate.
first game, by the way. Yeah, he went on and scored those goals. But like you know, you can think of Julian Alvarez in his prime
Yeah.
versus him at 21 or 22. So like it does kind of you get more prestige as the players that were playing with them go on.
Yeah.
You know,
You could never hold a candle to World Cup winner Emiliano Martinez in goal.
exactly. You know, and he is a good goalie. He's a very effective goalie. I tell you what, he throws them in sometimes in the Premier League.
Yeah.
You know, he definitely does. But he's definitely a man I'd want in my corner at a penalty shootout.
Oh, yeah, especially going into the final. I mean, that is a man who can psych you out.
So yeah, that's I'm going to stick with Argentina. After all that ranting about the fucking Liam Brady's poor memory of the France 98 World Cup and my ability to look up transfer market, I'm saying Argentina.
Ian, is it coming home? What, your reputation?
I'll tell you when we'll kick off again. When England get knocked out.
Joke of a World Cup anyway.
This is bollocks.
Yeah, we never should.
It should be. Let's boycott the World Cup
Do you
now
know
on.
what they said to Harry Kane?
Shit World Cup anyway. Always been shit. Said it was shit. Ball shit. England are shit. World Cup shit. Shouldn't have a World Cup at Christmas. World Cup is for getting pissed and Santa. Shit World Cup. Never should have happened. That's what you can have that. Rubbish crap World Cup. Shit. Have that. End of stream. Good night.
Now, Will, to get your favourite person in,
Oh, yeah.
we got to go to the fantasy corner.
Boo.
We are killing it in the league. The house robot
Yeah, look,
is cleaning up. I love it.
I'll throw my hands up. He's finally paying off. He's an algorithm though. He's an AI. It takes time to learn.
It does.
Yeah.
This is what he said after the first
Yeah.
round. He said, "Give me time.
Yeah.
Give me data. Give the manager time."
Yeah.
It's the age-old saying. He needs more data, and he's
Hey,
gonna
give it 5 years. You'll be given AI managers time.
100%. So give him 24 hours more.
Give the chatbot another 3 weeks.
Also, I think what's helped is that a lot of people have stopped playing.
Yes.
Worst.
Worst app of all time. I've mentioned it every episode.
Yeah, it's not a designated app, you see.
Yeah.
I remember when I had the Euros app, and I still had it on the phone, obviously, too attached to it. And then one day it changed to the Nations League fancy app. And I was like, wow.
That is some high quality programming.
Who the hell is using that, for one? But two, like the app is like just being upgraded, you know? But like it was a bespoke app for the fancy. This is still being updated up until the same final. They're adding in like new features and new.
Hey, you want a
images and stuff.
profile picture? No.
We'll probably get names after the final, I'm sure. But yeah, this week we came second. And this is the real story, obviously. Not that Don't Worry About It came first and is now top of the league.
Insane. I think that is the first time in 2 international tournaments that my brother has been knocked off the top.
I think he once he gets top, he's like Tiger Woods. You know, you don't knock him off.
Yeah.
So this is the first time in his career that he's been actually pulled,
Yeah.
reined in. He had a poor. Well, again, I think he's someone who probably stopped playing a bit. His bench has a lot of people who aren't playing in the tournament anymore. A lot of Brazilians, which it can be subbed on, can subbed off. Me and the robot this week, Will.
Oh yeah.
We subbed somebody on.
Oh yeah.
Made a big difference. So I think, Johnny, you've got a bit too complacent there.
Yeah.
Also, a point I'd like to say, and again, not that I don't mind, not that I hate bandwagoners, but last week or 2 weeks ago when he asked him what jersey he wants, when everyone thought it was going to be Portugal Argentina final, he said Portugal Argentina.
Yeah.
If we hadn't asked him, he would have picked the winner again, wouldn't he?
Yeah, 100%.
He 100% would have picked the winner's jersey. What the hell? We should have him on the show, Will. Sure, as a consultant. He's the ultimate bandwagoner.
Yeah, he really is.
I only noticed that today.
Yeah.
It's like, why Portugal? Oh, yeah, because we thought they were going to win the whole thing.
Yeah, because they were doing really well.
Yeah. Well, look, he's off top. I think I got the jersey eventually off. Don't worry about it. He also kind of where everyone suits best. And he wants Germany or Japan, I think.
Yes.
Didn't specify home and away, so I'll get him whichever one is available.
Whichever one.
But shrewd move, but don't worry about it. He used his chip, Will.
Oh.
Your top player is captained. And Hernandez was top player. 13 points. That's 26 points.
Yeah, that's huge.
74 points for him. Unbelievable swing. Now it gets dicey.
Yeah, you've only got 22 players to choose from.
Oh, but you don't.
Oh, the third place playoff.
But who's going to play in that?
Yeah, and are the boys going to remember that is happening?
Like, is Perisic going to care? Like, he's their best player attacking wise.
He's got the fucking Premier League in 4 days.
They've got Premier League in 4 days.
Yeah.
You know that Antonio Conte sent him a text.
Yeah.
Right, big man.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
You back on the plane?
You're not playing that game, are you? Not fucking chat to that. If you want a third place medal, I'll give you a third place medal.
Yeah.
I'll buy you one. It means the same thing. Nothing.
Yeah, get on the plane, mate.
And he's not on his own. You know, I'm sure there's a few of them, because it's in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
Any of the decent players and managers are going, hey.
Yeah.
That's like a knock there and ask it. I mean, first of all, commiserations, but how's the knock?
Yeah. How's the leg, pal?
What? You're not playing that game, surely. Hey, don't be a hero. You've served your country
done
well.
enough, mate.
You know, my job's on the fucking line.
Richarlison,
my job's on the line here, okay? Don't fuck me around. Can't fuck a fucker. This is all happening. So this third place game, I have no idea who's going to play in it.
Who's going to play? Are the boys going to know to do their teams for that? Or are they thinking final?
But also, it's like, okay, yeah, you got Julian Alvarez, you got Messi, you got Mbappe. Everyone has the same players.
Yeah.
You want to get the player who... There will be a winner.
Yeah.
There'll be clean sheets if not winner.
Yeah.
That's the differentials you need.
You need to have the right keeper for the final.
Yeah.
Because one of them is not conceding.
I tell you what, Will, I'm glad I have an AI to do all this for me. Let's bring him in.
Bring him in.
So, and John, speaking of the final and the third place final, what is your plan for this next round of fixtures?
Let's ask your current co-host. What is your plan, Will?
Yeah. Good on John. What is your plan, Will?
What do you mean, current co-host? That sounded like vaguely threatening to me.
Oh, wait, this again, Will. Look, you're mad. Also, by the way, Will, I mean, you fought tooth and nail to get out of this whole. I want to pick my own team.
Yeah,
and then you've gone off. You've given up again. What's this really about?
I had a bad week, and I just I don't like the dynamic the robots brought into this.
What do you mean the dynamic with robots?
Do you want to know the truth?
Please.
I fucking hate the robot.
Oh, there it is.
The robot's an arsehole.
Listen, the robot, okay, well, you like or not, Will, is going to save us probably €90 on the jersey, and he did very well this week.
Light work.
Yeah, man.
He's so fucking cocky, man.
He's winning. You know, he's not winning, but you know, he's Dream Mobile. He's coming for you next.
Well, he hasn't won anything yet, and we're fucking not to bring it up on air, but we're millions in debt because of the fucking shipping them over and getting them built and all that.
Hey, listen, we're not in debt. We got a loan. Okay, I got a loan from the credit union, which I've been saving since I've been 10 years old. We got extremely competitive interest.
There has been some extremely competitive interest in my ass.
Get out of here,
Yeah,
robot.
come on,
Get out of fucking...
I don't want to see him anymore.
Look, man, you need to get over it, okay? He's saved his money.
We might as well have just bought all the jerseys for everyone in the league. Would have been way cheaper.
No, honestly, that is nonsense. Nonsense. All nonsense. But listen, I've been on that road before. They're imposters.
So I think to ask me, for my opinion, a little bit unfair.
But in between that, there was drinks.
Why are you talking rubbish?